God bless you. Good evening. My name is Christopher Bradley, and I am here in the state of Florida, simply about to take a few moments of time to share with you a strategy to address the issue of abortion in our state. I have been working on a constitutional amendment initiative that would grant the God-given right to life for all persons to be recognized and protected. This premise or this strategy is built on the Christian doctrine called Imago Dei. Genesis 1:27 says, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. That's verse 26. Verse 27, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. Psalms 8:5, what is man that thou art mindful of him, the son of man that you visit him? You have made him a little bit lower than the angels, crowned him with glory and honor. Okay, and so this is the premise by which the strategy, personhood, is founded upon. Okay, so it is a Christian strategy. It is an uncompromising strategy. It upholds justice. It upholds mercy. It defends the defenseless. It is, in fact, a voice to the voiceless. What we simply need is hands and feet, for the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. In the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of a global shutdown, here in the state of Florida, 72,323 babies were still murdered. In one of the most dramatic cultural climates in our history, babies were still being murdered. They shut down churches, they shut down everything, but babies were still being murdered. Babies created in the image of God, babies that we are called to be on the watchtower, watching to protect. So they have been and are being destroyed on our watch. And what I simply want to do is ignite you to get engaged in this constitutional amendment initiative that would grant the God-given right to life for all persons to be recognized and protected. One of the things that I absolutely love about this particular strategy is it's one, uncompromising, but two, it protects the full facet of the sanctity of human life. So it covers the womb all the way through to the tomb. Okay, it prevents destructive stem cell research. It prevents cloning. Okay, it prevents the elderly from being euthanized, and it upholds justice for the preborn in the womb, because our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, is designed to protect the rights of people. And so right now in the state of Florida, a sea turtle has more personhood than an actual baby. Kill a sea turtle, you get 6 months in prison and $100,000 fine. Kill a baby, and it's okay. All right, so I need you to get stirred. The Bible says in Hebrews 10:24 to consider one another, to stir up love and good works. It is not enough to simply give money to a pregnancy center. It is not enough to simply say, I am pro-life. It is not enough to say anything. It is the time, the season, and the hour to begin to fight the good fight of faith. It is the time and the season and the hour to throw down apathy, to throw down lethargy. It is the time and the season of that hour to be obedient to the greatest commandment of all. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is like unto the first, to love your neighbor as yourself. Love these preborn babies as yourself. And so I'm going to show you a few documents here, and then I'm going to close and let you go. But this strategy, and the reason why we need everybody engaged, is because we have to collect almost 1 million signatures to amend our Constitution. And even collecting 1 million signatures, we still have to disciple our state to obey the commands of God. Matthew 28, for the simple fact that 60% have to go out and vote to overthrow the unjust decree that is in our land that makes it legal and okay to kill the most precious and vulnerable of all creation. Jesus said, whatever you did not do for the least of these, my brethren, you did not do it for me. So allowing one baby to be murdered on our watch is too many. And to not give our all, everything, and more is not enough. We are called to lay down our lives for our friend, to lay down our lives for these precious babies. And so I want to show you something here in a minute to stir you up and to help you get engaged into this fight. And a brief disclaimer, go to personhoodflorida.com and you can download the petition and have your friends and your family sign the petition. And this is what it looks like. So you make sure you got the right one, because there are other constitutional amendment petitions out there that are called pro-life petitions, but they are not biblical. All right. They hold to the truth that life begins at heartbeat, but we as biblical men and women hold to the truth that life begins at conception. And we do not bow the knee to iniquitous decrees. We uphold the sanctity of human life as God commands us to. We do not subscribe to our own human reasoning and our own human strategy. So you'll see on here, the God-given right to life of every human being at any stage of development shall be recognized and protected. All right, you'll see down here, it goes a little further, the right to life of every human being at any stage of development shall be recognized and protected. This provision shall be deemed to supersede any other inconsistent provision. You date it there, you sign it there, you fill out some information here, you can mail it here to the P.O. box. Look, Thomas Jefferson said the care of human life and happiness, not their destruction, is the first and only legitimate object of good government. You can call the office if you have any questions, the number's down here. But from the womb to the tomb, protecting the sanctity of human life. And let me show you the need of this right now in our culture and in our day. This right here, this document was put together by Florida's Baptist Children's Homes, One More Child. The Sanctity of Human Life director there is my good friend, Mary Lou Henry. Awesome, awesome, awesome woman of God, and her husband. They have a church over there in Plant City that you guys have to go and check out. But look, 2019 Florida abortion statistics, induced terminations of pregnancy by county. All right, now this is going to make more sense when I show you how you can help in your particular county and district. When you look at, let's say, Orange County right here, 5,450 babies were murdered in 2019. Okay, Palm Beach, 5,483 were murdered. All right, Pinellas, 2,891. Miami-Dade County, 15,423. Broward County, 9,864,000 babies were murdered. We have to take personal responsibility for the evil that is advancing in our community. We are called to serve. We are called to defend. We are called to fight. I'm talking to those who are born again, who are filled with the Spirit of God. You should have compassion. You should have mercy. You should not be able to go in and out of every single day, mundane routine. You should not be able. You should be tossing and turning. Look at the cultural climate that we are in. We need to be fighting the good fight to uphold justice for our land, to uphold justice for these preborn babies, for our neighbors. Lee County, 1,816. Where's Polk County? Polk County, 1,610. This has actually gone up for my Polk County residents. This used to be, the 2018 report, I believe, said 1,500. And so we still got work to do. We need to get out. We need to engage the culture, the community, and fight. Total abortion 2019, 71,913. But I'm going to show you a brief little breakdown, and you can go to Florida Baptist Children's Homes, One More Child, and check out this document. I'm probably going to pull this back up another time when I want to address discipling the nations and showing you some of what we haven't been doing that we need to do. But okay, so this Florida Supervisor of Election Department here is showing us this is the right to life of all persons recognized and protected, sponsors personhood Florida. So in District 1, to get on the ballot, we need approximately 35,000. I don't know if this has been updated with the newest election results on it or not, but the 8,919, that's for the Supreme Court. So if District 1 got this many signatures for review, if District 2 got 7,913 signatures, and each district got this total number of signatures, we would go to the Supreme Court for review to get this. And same is true where it says needed for the ballot. Okay, so if each district got this many, we would have more than enough to go on the ballot. So we see this big number. We need 1 million signatures to get this on the ballot in the 2022 election year, or we need 100,000 to have this reviewed by the Supreme Court. And what this is simply doing is breaking it down district by district. Okay, so ballot versus what's needed for the Supreme Court. So District District 3. Okay, I'm calling all of the districts. You're in these counties. I need you to help us to do something in that county. And look, we don't have to be exactly at these numbers. You know, District 3 could fall short by 10,000 and District 6 could be over by 20,000, and that's going to accumulate or accommodate or still be acceptable. All right, as long as it's not like all of it from District 3 or, you know, 80% of it from District 2, and then the other, you know, 20% is from District 9. Okay, so it's got to be spread out all over in some degree. But so if we could get, I need every single county, every single district. We have 27 districts, 64 counties. Look, what are we willing to do to protect the precious babies? What are we willing to do to uphold the sanctity of human life? Okay, District 7, I need you. I need you. Brevard County, Indian River. I got some good folks over there. They're actually carrying the banner. They're collecting there. There are definitely some leaders over there that you can connect with. So send an email to Personhood Florida. And if you want to get connected, you want to get engaged, you want to get involved in your particular city or your area, call the office, email the office. Look, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do. If I gotta come to your county and help you, you know, call me up, call the office and let them know, hey, there is an event, you know, my church will let me share for 5 minutes. My church will let me set up a table. I just don't know, you know, what to do or how to go about it. Contact the office, Personhood Florida, personhoodfl.com. Send an email, you know, ask your question. Let us figure out what we can do to help get this going. This needs to be everywhere. This needs to be what we're doing. I believe in Michigan, when the governor instituted the stay-at-home order and closed down businesses, the people got together. All right, they needed just over 300,000 signatures, and they collected just over or under 600,000 signatures to open the businesses back up in the state of Michigan. I mean, people were setting up signs on the highways and the byways, and people were pulling over off of the road, you know, to get the businesses back open. How much more should we be doing? The baby is the future laborer, the future consumer, the future of our nation. And we have to fight. Okay, District 9, I need 8,837 signatures, 35,346 needed for the ballot. District 10, come on, where are you at? Citrus County, Hernando County, Lake County, Marion County, Sumter County. Come on, I need you. Hillsborough County, Pasco County, Pinellas, I need you. I'm calling out your county. Come, stand up, fight for the rights of these preborn babies. Do all that you can do. You can sit on the computer, forward emails of people, have them fill it out, and then mail it in to the office 2 by 2. A friend of mine, Dr. Brenda McMenamin, she had a really good strategy in conjunction with this. If 75 churches in each one of these counties would commit to 200 signatures, we would have 1,000,005 signatures. That's just 75 churches, 67 counties. That would give us over 1,000,005 signatures. Now we could be over and under in county, 80 churches, 90, whatever, you know, those who are really stirred on this issue and who are tired of this being, you know, something that has been allowed in our culture and in our nation. And I said in one of our other programs, Black Voices for Life, in episode 2, I believe, it could have been episode 1. You can go to Christopher Senior or Black Voices for Life on YouTube and check out those series. But abortion clinics are open by permission of the church. When the church begins to get wholly indignant and wants to uphold justice, defend the poor, the needy, and the fatherless, abortion clinics will shut down. They will shut down when the people begin to fight up on the front lines of this issue. And so, I mean, you can collect 2 signatures, you can collect 5 signatures, you know, 5 people. You can share, you know, this petition, you know, on your media platforms. Now, just again, for clarification, this is a Florida state level initiative. Florida state level initiative. I'm calling on all the residents of Florida who are registered voters here in the state of Florida to go to Personhood Florida, print this petition out, to have your friends, your family, to get involved, and more and more. Okay. So, Flagler County, Volusia County, we've been there. We've been to a lot of these counties actually, but what we need is people that even when we come to do an event or something like that in that particular county, is for somebody to take the mantle. Okay, we need like Joshua led the people of Israel into the land of promise. Moses passed Joshua the baton. Okay, we need a leader to step up in each and every one of these counties that will take the baton and just run with it. Let's go down to some of the other counties. Miami-Dade, we need 7,000 signatures just about from there to get on the review. So to date, we have approximately just over 50,000 signatures, and we need just under probably 50,000 more. Another 50,000 or 60 would be great to get this reviewed by the Supreme Court. So, but I wanted to show you this breakdown so that you can see how plausible this is. And I mean, in the midst of that shutdown and that pandemic, I had a group of people, a team going to polls, during the election season. I had a team, my brother and sisters were traveling to the meetings that were open, and still having meetings. All over the state of Florida, collecting signatures. I want to say last year in the midst of the pandemic and the shutdown, but between the collective efforts of just a small handful of people, we probably collected anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 signatures in the midst of the pandemic. In the midst of everything being shut down. So it's absolutely possible. And I ain't talking about 50 or 100 people. I'm talking about like 4, 6, 8 at the most at one time during the polls. We had, a great amount of families that just set up little tables with a few, signs, babies are a blessing and not a burden, just out there collecting signatures, and trying to get this on the ballot here in the state of Florida. So again, I need your help. I need you to fight with me. I need you to help me uphold justice. I need you to love God firstly, cry out to the Lord, man, that he would bend your heart for the preborn, that he would give you guidance and direction with this mercy ministry. This is the greatest crisis of our day and of our culture, especially to my Black Americans. This is the greatest tragedy in our people group. And again, you can just go to Christopher Senior, on YouTube. I'm not a guy for social media, and I just literally had to do this because it's really time to just stir up the people and get them engaged in this fight, and to get this message disseminated in a broader perspective. I have been doing this underground for at least a year or so, and the favor of God and the grace of God has been so immense. What he has done and how he has increased influence and favor, and it's simply by his grace and his grace alone. I can't even tell you to the degree, but God bless you. And personhoodflorida.com, print the petition and have your friends, your families, your churches, every organization that you can think of get involved. God bless.